Welcome to another episode of the Crafty Quarantine Kitchen. I have a guest today. It's Rich Jambor, the owner of Maddie Bella Coffee. Rich, thanks for doing this, man.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning to you. And we're doing this in our homes. Obviously, I'm in my kitchen, and I take it that's where you are as well. This is something I do every day with the slow drip, but you're going to sort of walk us through the process, make sure that we're doing it correct.
Yeah, I'm happy to offer some constructive criticism on methods for sure. I've already weighed out 25 grams of coffee here. The ratio that you start with is like a 1 to 16 coffee to water ratio. So what that means is I'm going to use 25 grams of coffee and I'm going to end up using 400 grams of water.
I got to remember that. Okay, I need to make notes as I go.
There's bird grinders and blade grinders. Blade grinders are a little bit less expensive of grinder, and they tend to not give you a very even grind. So you might get some that are chunks that look like little pebbles, and others that look like tiny grains of sand. And with a V60, it's a grind that kind of feels like beach sand. Okay, so not super fine, kind of right in the middle a little bit. I've already got mine set to go. And if you've got a paper filter, one of the things that you always want to do is take some of your water and wet the filter, because there may be a little bit of paper taste that comes through. So you always kind of want to take that hot water, wet the filter, and what it's also going to do is drip down into whatever vessel you're using to catch the coffee, and that hot water is going to warm that up. And so I've got my coffee ready, I've got everything on here, so I'm going to tear it out to 0. And using the V60, we're going to do kind of 2 main pouring segments. So everything's ready to go. My water's good. So I'm going to first pour what we call the bloom pour. And so I poured about 60 grams of water there. I'm going to start my timer as well. So what this is doing, really just getting enough in there to saturate the grounds, kickstart that bloom and the extraction. So you can see it's kind of stopped blooming a little bit at this point. So to those last couple bubbles there that were happening, at that point that signifies that you're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue to pour.
You may have touched on this already. Why the circular motion? Why does that help?
So that just kind of helps, especially with this V60, that kind of helps direct the water to where it's going to go. And I'm doing 2 things here. Number 1, I'm kind of keeping it small, about the size of a quarter or so. What I don't want to do is pour all around the edges, or pour too much water at once, so I'm floating the grounds. So the goal here is just to kind of evenly and consistently pour enough water that all the grounds stay evenly wet, and you're not floating it or letting it dry out. So what I don't want to do here is pour some water, walk away, go start doing something else, and then come back 5 minutes later. I really want to just kind of keep water going on the grounds, right in the center. You can see I'm at about 2 minutes, 247 grams here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep pouring until I get to 400 grams.
Man, literally everything you're saying to do, I do the opposite every day. So it's good that I'm doing this video, because I will step away, especially during the quarantine when I'm working at home. It's like I'll step away and then I'll be gone for like good 5-10 minutes at my desk, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have more water.
And you're going to see a lot of coffee shops, if you order a pour over, they're going to make it into something like this, as opposed to making it in a mug.
Absolutely.
Or a cup. And the reason isn't that it looks awesome and looks very cool and showcases it. That's probably part of it. But to me, the reason is the cup coffee that you're making is really a sum of all the parts of the method. So if I were to start making a pour over, and I were to go 1/3 of the water and then pour that out, and then the second third, and then pour that out, and then the third and pour that out. Those 3 thirds would taste very different, and none of them would taste as good as the sum of the entire cup. So really the extraction process, you know, is a living thing and kind of happens all the way from start to finish. So the good thing about doing it like this is that after I'm done, which it looks like I pretty much am, I'll set that aside. So you kind of give it a little swirl and then pour it in, and that kind of mixes up the entire cup.
Have you had coffee today, or is this like your second?
This is actually going to be my first cup. No, I drink about one big cup of coffee a day. I don't drink tons of coffee. I drink one big cup in the morning, and that's about it.
All right, cheers to you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Fun.